Happy Friday, bitches, and welcome back to Drinking by My Shelf. My name is Emma, and it is time to declare my Bookie Trials TBR for the Winter Quest. I am so excited. The Bookie Trials was one of my favourite readathons of this year, and there is a winter version coming up. It is starting on Monday, so very soon. Also, side note, my other favourite readathon of the year was the Magical Readathon. I did my Mutes earlier this year. And there's also a winter version of that coming up, but it's all very mysterious. All we know is it starts on Sunday. There's no TBR rules yet. It's going to be kind of like announced as it goes, I think. So that's exciting. But back to the Bookie Trials. This is a readathon with a difference. So this one is just a week long instead of the month that we did earlier in the year. And the difference here compared to any other readathon I've ever done or ever seen is that the goal is to actually read as little as possible. So there is a list of 11 prompts, and the idea is to try and tick off as many of the prompts as you can in as few books as you can. I think the maximum books you can read is 3 to do it. I think that's right. The ultimate goal is to get them all in one. I haven't been able to manage to find a book that fits all the prompts, but I have managed to tick them all off with 2 books. So these are the books I'm going to try and read over the next week. So the first book I'm going to read, I actually don't have with me. I'm still waiting for it to come in from my library, but I'm so excited. I've been wanting to read it for so long, and that is My Sister the Serial Killer. I feel like everyone's been talking about this on BookTube. It sounds so up my alley. I love books about sisters, and I love thrillers and shit about serial killers. So literally perfect. So I'm finally going to read it. I'm so excited, and I will tell you the prompts that this ticks off. So one of the prompts is to buddy read a book, and I'm in a little Discord group. There's 4 or 5 of us, and we're all going to read My Sister the Serial Killer together. And you get bonus points if your group contains someone from every team. So there's like a personality quiz you can take if you do the Bookie Trials, and it sorts you into one of the teams. Bards, which is what I am, outlaws, mages and scribes. And our little Discord group has someone of everyone. So yeah, that is prompt number 1, and it's already bonus points. Then there is a prompt to read a book recommended by a booktuber or a blogger. I have seen My Sister the Serial Killer all over BookTube. I don't even have a specific person because there have just been so many. I feel like everyone's been talking about this book. So that one definitely fits that prompt. Then there's a prompt to read a book from your favourite genre, which for me is thrillers, so hits that one. There's a prompt to read a book by a marginalised author, and Oyinkan Braithwaite is a British Nigerian author. There's a prompt to read a book that contains themes of death, and yeah, she's a murderer, so definitely in there. Then there's a challenge to read a book that you either already own or that you can get for free. And I've got 2 different ways that I'm going to read this. I have requested My Sister the Serial Killer from my library. It hasn't arrived yet. Hopefully it will in time for Monday. But if not, I've also signed up for Scribd. I've got the free trial there, so I can read it as an ebook on Scribd. So either way, I will manage to hit that prompt. There's a prompt to read a book with a morally grey character. And yeah, I'm going to say a serial killing sister is pretty damn morally grey. And then finally, there is a prompt to basically make yourself cozy, lighting a candle, making yourself a warm drink. So I will definitely be doing that. So My Sister the Serial Killer already ticks off 8 of the 11 prompts, so that's pretty damn good, but it doesn't quite get all of them, so I needed to get a second book to tick off the last 3 prompts. Had to do some very quick maths just then, very basic maths too, but it's been a long time since I was at school, people, so congratulate me for everything. So the second book that I'm going to read for the Bookie Trials is another one I've been wanting to read for ages, and that is Boy Snowbird by Helen Oyeyemi. I have read 3 books now by Helen Oyeyemi. They've all been bloody weird, very enjoyable, very strange. Boy Snowbird is probably the one that I'd heard the most about in the past. Again, a lot of people on BookTube seem to have read this one, and it's quite a controversial one, I think. I don't know why yet. I just know a lot of people saying they absolutely adored it until the ending, and then they found the ending problematic. Usually I don't deliberately choose to read books people have said are problematic, but I've always been intrigued by this one because I love Helen Oyeyemi as a writer. So I'm just intrigued to see what it is, what's she exploring in this book that some people are unsure about. So one of the remaining prompts is to read a book with an LGBTQIA+ character. Now, this is, I think, where the problematic element lies in this book. And again, I don't know because I've deliberately avoided spoilers. I don't actually know anything about what this book is about. But I believe that there is an LGBTQIA+ character in this book that I think people don't like the portrayal of. And I think that that's where the problematic element lies. I can't say anything more without reading it and seeing for myself, but there you go. It does at least contain that for the prompt and should be an interesting point of discussion. Secondly, the prompt is to either read a white book or a book with snow on the cover, and this has both. It is a white book and it's got the word snow on the cover. And then finally, this one might be kind of cheating, but the last prompt that I need is to read a book that contains at least one animal. I don't actually know if there are any actual animals in this book, but there is, I mean, it literally says bird on the cover. There is a character called Bird. Does that count? Helen Miami is kind of a weird fairy tale writer, so the bird in here may be kind of representative of a bird. I don't know, I'm making that up to make it fit, but I just really think it should count, okay? And there must be at least one animal mentioned in the book. I mean, come on. If there is not even one mention of one animal, I will say an apology. Seeing if I can just see it like a fly or something. No, Emma, stop reading ahead. I'm sure there'll be an animal in there. And anyway, bird counts. It's right on the cover. So that's my TBR for the Bookie trials. I am very, very excited for this. I will be vlogging all week. Only got 2 books to read, so it should be pretty easy to get done. And I'm excited for my buddy read with all of the other people in my little Discord group. So yeah, let me know what you're planning to read. Has anyone managed to find one book to tick off all the prompts? Because if so, wow, super impressed. Want to hear how you did it. And do give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button below for new videos twice every week. See you next time.